Hi guys, and welcome to Keck Tarot. I have a few announcements to make. Last Sunday, I have reached 500 subscribers milestone, and I did test the live sessions and it worked. And a few of you who kind of like got a really quick message, did jumped on, did get their questions asked, so everything worked really well. So next live session is on Friday, March the 3rd at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please join in and prepare your questions. I'll see you there. Now this brings me to basically an issue of subscription, so please subscribe and you can join me on a Facebook as well. So you're going to get a notification when is the next live session. So just if I have time, I can just send this notification, and if you have time, you can join in. Link for Facebook is in the description, so check it out there. And last announcement, I promise there are 2 current specials. You can get yes or no questions and I can turn it around right away, basically the same day. It's only $10. Please check my website how to get it, or look up on Facebook, Cat Tarot News, and let's go from there. And again, for you new guys, new subscribers, like how it really works, your engagement is going to reward you by actually getting your basically horoscope sign out first. So by clicking subscribe, like, by sharing, by leaving comments, you actually are placing yourself in a position. So this week, Libra, Pisces, Aries, Sagittarius, and Gemini are getting extended horoscope. So without further ado, let's start. Hi Capricorn, welcome to your weeklies. So let's get right into it. You are bringing the flavor with, you know what, I have been through some kind of hard times and really now it's time for me to rest. It's sort of like cocooning, relaxing, and kind of enjoying, kind of pampering kind of thing. And look, you have like 2 purple cards, only 2 purple cards in the deck, and you have them both. This is kind of like completely shutting off all the senses, just literally relax. Turn off your head, turn off your emotions. This is basically the flavor of the week coming in. So starting point, we're kind of like 8 of fire. Like you have been bursting with energy. You want it to be like, full of energy, but you haven't been. And kind of like this is on your mind, feeling, well, how much longer is this kind of going to last? Like nothing is happening, and I can't even be myself, because here you have 2 8s, right? And 8s are master builders. So here you have a kitty trying to get her litter for the first excursion to kind of into unknown, just kind of introduction hunting kind of like lesson. And so you basically are like into that kind of like teaching mode and feeling maybe, it shouldn't be all hard work and not fun. And pretty much this is how this is basically being read. There were like lots of issues. The hardest issue here that I see is complete lack of communication, which kind of is your base, and like you're waiting for it, but it's just like not happening. And look how patient you were in your past. 7 of Earth, standing in front of this hole for so many hours, days if needed, and like the roots are growing over there and you're still waiting. But you know what, you're left waiting in the past, because what you're bringing here is 6 of sky. Look, you are fed up. Does this kitty look to you like happy kitty? To me it looks like, that's it, I'm out of here and out of here. And like he's making these big steps, and he's really, really happy about his decision about leaving behind him all these fights and disaster. So the only question here is like, who basically created all of that? Who was the originator of this kind of like fight, right? So bring it to this week, but you actually right now relaxing and completely kind of going in, okay, I have to get off the grid to get myself to where I need to be. So the lesson for the week is not to lose yourself in illusions. Because here, like, look, there's so many options, and they are, each of them kind of reflect kind of different reality and different shine. But once when you touch them, they go poof, they're gone. But this way, they're all falling on the floor. So this can mean that actually currently you don't have an option on the table, and that they should be fine with that. Because it looks like here you were waiting for this communication, you're waiting to learn something, and it's just that waiting again was here, but then at some point you got fed up. And right now, even though you got fed up and you kind of like did certain things that either kind of like put your foot down or even walked away from this relationship, you feel like right now you're stuck. There are no options. And look at that. Again, maybe even when the option occurs, you don't know which way to go. You literally don't know. Look at this kitty is like crying and like shocked and trying to call somebody kind of to join in. And he's still looking at this communication in this patient, still looking behind. So these are still kind of issues of this indecision and lack of ability to make a decision is like really, really present right now. So it was something that really shook you to basically core. It was some kind of consensus. You were a fighter. Lots of things have been accomplished, but you kind of like currently really want to figure out in which direction to continue. Well, this is also something from the past. So what is deep inside of you? So this is the position of how you see yourself. So you see that you are really absorbing your past. It's almost like a council if you really look at it. Like these kitty cats are deciding what to do. So this could be just your internal fight going on and saying, well, there were like white things, there were like really good things, but there were like really devil things, right? Like, I mean, I couldn't make sense out of it. So you are kind of like shuffling all these options and kind of you do want to continue. There are still kind of like things you look up to. There, one is a tiger and one is a lion. So they're like a big goals that you have, but right now you're just taking a break. Taking a break. Taking a break. But you are not waiting in front of something that you feel is counterproductive. So how others see you and what kind of feelings are basically underlying for this week. So you have Three of Sky reversed. Upright, anything that can go wrong will go wrong because this little crystal here will kind of fly off the building. This is already jumping off the building and we know what's going to happen to this vase, right? And look at this kitty just like passing by and we know what's going to happen and just kind of like she get intrigued with that kind of like, I mean, wall. And then if you look closer here, you already see a whole bunch of broken things that have been already, like, I mean, shifted. But what's happening here? Is this worse or is it better? When everything is falling off, there is like not even waiting for things to fall off. It's falling off. So believe it or not, this is better. That's proverbial, the pain card with a heart pierce. So this way it's a piercing heart. It's really, really hard. But this way, everything is already done. It's over. This kind of like has happened. And other people do see you a little bit broken. But what they don't understand is like they actually, you already know that everything, every card has been played. Everything is on the table. And as bad as it hurts, you are kind of now knowing what to deal with. Even though you're not very happy with how you basically are perceived by the other people. And this is absolutely Sky card, which is like showing somebody's thoughts. So fears and hopes, basically you got a major arcana grace card. And since this is the only major arcana in your spread, it is very important. It is in the reverse situation over here. So this way, it talks about uniting the opposites. Look, I mean, you have the cat walking on firm ground, but cat is a fire and the water is doing it, and these elements are being merged. Look, and the sky is merged on the top and it's creating this beautiful rainbow, happy kitty, and the pathway. So it's that ultimate temperance card, trying to merge two different things to make something work, or even more, 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. But in your case, it is inversed. You feel you failed merging two things because you have another 2 over here. Right? And you're obviously like, I mean, talking about that. You could be talking to other people about that, and things have dropped. So whatever happened in your life, something ended or something is ending because you're cocooning right now, and you just really don't think that you really have many options. So you are just like going step by step. 2 of Sky is a really, really fast card. This is going to last just 2 days. And then you're going to, or maybe even just a couple of hours, maybe now when you hear it, in a couple of hours you're going to finish your thought process and say that, yeah, it's true, I have no options. So just like, let's just wait for things to happen to me, and in the meantime I'm going to relax because I need to gather my strength. And you know, how do I gather my strength? Well, this kind of like, I think, need to discuss with someone, etc., etc. And I don't care how people see me because, you know, I have to deal with my thing. right? So, and this means please do deal with your thing, because you were trying to merge something that kind of like didn't glue together. You cannot put oil and water and shake them up to create a new kind of thing, because they're not going to mix. So maybe you're with someone who is just not the greatest mix for you. Maybe it was that you didn't feel that you were successful in kind of like bridging this, and it kind of like you lost your ground. So the same hope and fear would actually mean in this case that you kind of really have to work on improving yourself. Kind of like you have to realize that not everybody is a good choice, and you don't have to commit in doing it. Like Temperance Reverse is a really, really nice card. It's a really promising card. And at the same time is the fear, and it's the same time is the hope. But it's not something that is going to happen just like right now. It will take some time to continue on that path. Temper, this is major arcana. This can take up to 14 months, but the seeds of it is right now. So for you, this whole situation, like no options, things are all unfolding. Again, you cannot make a choice, but the whole situation for you seems to be like a little bit too overwhelming to find your equilibrium. So that's why you're withdrawing. Again, please have compassion for your limitations. You know, the goal is, whatever it is, try to kind of like be balanced, because right now everything here seems to be out of balance and upsetting. And also says to take extra care for your health, because you have lots of earth cards, right? Look, earth, 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 and earth, which means that you need to ground. You're looking for grounding, right? Because your mental processes are either you don't want to think about it at all, or you're overthinking. Excuse me, you're overthinking, and like anything you think about it is kind of disaster, right? On emotional level, you kind of like are feeling, oh my gosh, it's not going to happen to me. I have no choices. I have no options. I'm in a horrible situation. I have to wait on what people are willing to give me. And on a passion level, you just like have no passion, like no communication, and the only passion you have is like from your friends who are kind of trying to resolve this issue, kind of like put you up together, right? So, you know, just this is kind of like a challenging situation on different level, and this is basically telling you, you know what, just you need to recognize that not everything mixes with everything, not everything has to be an option, and your job is only one thing. Please, please, please keep in balance. Don't allow yourself to get out of balance. And even if that balance means staying in the argument, that's what it means, because sometimes it's good to speak up. Okay, let me get a love card for you. And let's see, because I don't see lots of love here. I see dealing with pain. Okay, we have a jumper, so that's definitely your card. Oh, there you go. Lovely card. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. What did I not say? Literally, look, don't think about what you need to do next. These are kind of like options. Instead of like thinking of the options and thinking what, excuse me, instead of thinking what to do next, just like think of the moment, right? Just go anywhere. Like you don't know which way to go, left and right. I just like try one, and you can always go back to the other one. And okay, what I want to do here, I want to look into this card and this card. Attraction is kind of self-explanatory. So let me see this Temperance. What are the lessons? What are the lessons Capricorn has to learn? Okay, so you did get Fortuna, Scholar, and Hope. They were all reversed. Let's get them up right. So happiness, deep thought, and hope. So unhappy, not thinking at all, and losing hope. This is pretty much the summary of many other cards, right? If you will think about it. Unhappy, you're unhappy here, you're unhappy here, you're unhappy here. Indecisive, you're like very sad here. Like overthinking, right? This is overthinking, and this is overthinking, and this is overthinking. And here, losing hope, right? This is very lost hope. This is very grudgingly kind of like feeling, you know what, like all that is left, I have to balance what I have. But you know what? This is also a starting point. In fact, Let me check that last fellow, that kitty, and see how to get that balance. How can Capricorn get to this balance? Capricorn balance, Capricorn balance, Capricorn. Kind of tell me this week for Capricorn and this Two of Earth. Alrighty, Capri, you got falseness, wedding, and surprise. See, funny enough, even though you think that you have been going through major lies, you're going to get really pleasantly surprised. But you need to do this work. This is coming to basically tell me about this card. You get the balance, you get everything. The world opens up for you. And it is basically just asking you to trust. Keep going through the emotions, step by step. You have to kind of like lean on your friends and the people you trust. And you're going to get there. Literally, you're going to know that the balance is the key to your well-being. So Capricorn, this is just a weekly thing. Please check your monthly if you haven't already. And my private readings are available right now, even on my website, www.catchtarot.ca. And also it's in the description, and you can check both my website and my email. And please remember that there is like live session on Friday, so I hope to see you there. Take care. Love you.